Welcome to Access to Experts. I'm Julianne Whitelaw, a Director in Corporate Positioning, and today's topic is the Clarity of Purpose model, or how to have an effective meeting. This is a model that we've used at the Operating Committee, Board of Directors, and in other organizations across Cisco. It's become somewhat of a best practice in using our time effectively together, and we wanted to share it with the rest of the company. The Clarity of Purpose model is actually very simple. It's not rocket science at all. It's 4 simple steps. They will make complete sense. It's really a matter of taking the time to actually do each step. So I'm going to go into each in depth, but at a high level, step 1, define the purpose of your meeting. Why is everyone coming together? Step 2 is, within the context of the meeting, establish the goals for each presentation or agenda item or topic. What are the goals and what's the structure for how those topics should be delivered? Number 3 is communicate expectations, both to the presenters and to the participants, so everybody knows what's expected. And then number 4 is own your meeting. We've all been in meetings where no one seems to own it, and every meeting should have a person who's responsible for establishing these 3 things before the meeting happens, during the meeting, and then wrapping up after the meeting. So let's go into each of the 4. So let's look at step 1, define the meeting purpose. Every time you bring a group of people together, whether it's a group that come together often or they're coming together just at a one-time meeting, you need to define why you're all together meeting and what's the outcome you want. There's lots of different ways to define the meeting, and really what's important is that you have the definition. You might be getting there to make a strategic decision. That's what the Operating Committee does, for example. Maybe you're bringing in an outside perspective because you want to challenge the team's thinking. Maybe you're just educating people or informing them of progress. That's often what happens with all-hand meetings, manager meetings. Those types of things are around education and information. Maybe you're trying to inspire or motivate a large group of people. GSM, Global Sales Meeting, might be an example of that. Or maybe you're just planning or measuring progress. Again, the important thing is that you define why you're coming together and the purpose and the goals and the outcome that you desire for that meeting. Step 2 is going to take a little bit of explaining, but it works really, really well when implemented. We use it at the Operating Committee level, we use it at the Board of Directors level, and other organizations within the company also use it. You'll hear John talking about it as well. This is the inform, engage, and exchange model, and the whole point of it is to establish presentation goals and structure so that everyone who's on the agenda or is going to be having a role in the meeting understands what that role is. So I'll start from the top. An exchange type discussion is one in which you exchange big ideas with the participating attendees. So it's about 75% discussion and about 25% presentation. And in order to have a big exchange of ideas, you're looking at least 90 minutes. I should say around 90 minutes. An engage type activity is really when the big ideas have already been agreed to, and now you need sort of a 50-50 dialogue around strategy. Maybe it's resource allocation or budget, something like that. So it's 50-50, and the time that you do for an engage, 60 minutes, maybe, give or take. These are all guidelines. The final is an inform. Big ideas already been agreed to, strategies already been agreed to, and now you're just updating on progress. Ops reviews, metrics, just where am I? This is maybe 30 minutes. Could be 20, could be 15, depending on what you have to update. And we're looking at the opposite of an engage. So you're looking at 25% discussing and 75% presenting. And if you structure your agenda this way, you have a really clear understanding, again, of the goals of each presentation that is going to be delivered. Now let's go to step 3. Clearly communicate expectations, both to the speakers or presenters and also to the participants in the meeting. What you're seeing on the screen now is a template we use in corporate positioning and across multiple councils and boards and functions within Cisco. And it clearly and simply, simple is key, tells the speakers, are you doing an exchange, an engage, or an inform type session. It lets them know how much time they have, we're specific about that. And also the key discussion points that we want them to cover, or whoever owns the meeting wants them to cover. Usually 3 is enough, 3 to 5. You are going to have certain things you want presenters to articulate, or else you wouldn't be asking them. They're also going to bring their own ideas, but if you're clear about your expectations, it helps things run smoother and it helps it be more effective. And finally, any templated slides or required slides, put that in the document as well. This way, simple written document gets everyone on the same page and clearly sets expectations for the meeting. And finally, the 4th step, own your meeting. It's very important to take responsibility for the success of your meeting before it happens, during the meeting, and after the meeting. It takes time and energy, but it's well worth it. So in summary, it's really quite simple. It just requires a little bit of time. Define the purpose of your meeting, establish the goals and structure, clearly communicate expectations, and own your meeting. All of this content can be found on Cisco Book, including the templates and best case examples and practices from around the company. So please go onto Cisco Book and download now. Thank you for watching.